I have to add the settings. So site title, and I can very smartly copy it from what my friend has put in his page. So it's more like a copy paste job for me. Copy that, site title, control V. Keywords, he's put some keywords. Yep, graphic, website, 3D products, industrial design. I don't know how that is going to help, but okay. And then we have got no description out here, so I can just write whatever. Okay, so I'll just leave it blank for the now, because we can come back to it whenever we want and change it. So now if I update it, you'll see the settings have been updated. If I go to the home page and I refresh it, you'll see that all my things are like actually coming where they're supposed to come. But I'm not really seeing the page because the footer is here, the header is there, and I'm not actually echoing out the content right now. So we should echo out the content, so it'll give us a better idea. Now I'll come back to our site builder, the header. I can say source code, and it says basically a header in a paragraph. I'll just, now I have saved all these here for me. So this is his header, so copy that and paste it in the header. Control V that, and you can get out of the design mode. You'll see what it looks like. It looks exactly like what he has envisioned. In the sidebar, I would like whatever he had put in the sidebar, which is all this stuff. So I'll just take all that. Control V that. Okay, so that's come there. And for the footer, same thing. I won't use the content now because the content is part of the page, not part of the structure. Oops. So I can control select, control C, and control V that right there. Okay, now I can go to the design mode and take a look at to see what all stuff is here, and design mode. Okay, so now we are seeing most of the things coming, but this photo is not coming. So what we need to do is we need to click this image icon, and it says pack.gif. So what I need to do is browse my server. I'll come up, and from the images, I will take back.gif, and okay. So you can see that it has appeared out there. So kind of like a process of doing all these images which are not being seen, you'll have to just kind of set them up. But an easy way to do that is in the main.css, I will just find and replace. I want to replace that with whatever path we have. So everything in site builder comes from site assets, slash images, okay, slash, and we want to put a leading slash so that it knows that this is a folder in the root of the website. So I'll just say replace all, and it just replace them all. I control A, control C. I can update this. I can go back to my PHP design. I can just control A and control V that. So update that, and now it is updated. So we'll just take a look and see how it looks now. Alright, so we're getting there. We're getting there. We've got some issues, but not too many, because this stuff is gone there. But we can figure it out what is happening. So now it just says home out here, you know, kind of like home out here. You want to put the content there. So luckily we have the content for that also here. And here also I need to replace actually the image wherever he is used. Okay, so I'll just Control A, Control C, go to the web pages, go to the home page, and paste the source out here. Wait, okay, and you can see what all this stuff is there. Okay, I'm going to update that, and that's got updated. Now once I refresh this, you will get an idea. So the page is here now, and that's great. That's what we wanted. Suppose we want a page for PPC now. So I'm going to copy that PPC. I'm going to go to my site builder, and I'm going to find, I'm going to create a new page actually. So I'm going to click create new page. I'm going to call this PPC. There's a leading space, so you want to make sure that you don't have any leading spaces before and after our names. So published, show in menu, and this is published under home. Keywords, we can just put PPC for now, and PPC for now. Delete. In the main content, we can write PPC again. Oops, we want to unlink that. We want to make that into heading 1, so that it looks kind of big to us, and then add new, and then you'll see that we've got PPC. Now I can be very intelligent, and I can just copy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this page by clicking there, copy. So PPC gets copied. We get another PPC out here, and we have to rename it to SEO. Control C that, Control V that, Control V that. Wait. And again I'll set it to heading 1 and update. So now you see I've created 2 pages, home, PPC, SEO. I can preview these pages. So there you're seeing it getting previewed. And this is the SEO page, and suppose I want to go using these links. So obviously I know that my header, so I can just actually open this in another tab so I can work more comfortably. So I've got the site builder here, and I can just go to PHP. Oops, no, I got to be here only. And here where it says PPC, I need to change this link. So what I do is I go to that page over here, PPC, and I've provided a little text for you to copy, so you can copy that, go back there, and for PPC link that like that, and you'll get the box. So it says ppc.html, which is what we want, but I want a slash out there because you can call this from inside other folders, so we always put that slash. Okay, that's PPC, and there we have SEO. So I'll just do SEO. So we got SEO.html, copy, go back to the site builder, and link. Again I'm going to paste, and the case is important out here because this is a Unix server, so small SEO and big SEO make a difference. So I'll update that. We need some images here, so I can this cancel. I don't want link, I want to put a photo there, and that photo is called logo.gif. So I'm going to browse the server again, and it's going to show me the logo files. So this time I will select the logo.gif file, which is right here, and I'll say, and it shows you a preview. You can set the height, width, all this stuff, but we're not going to do much with it because Nestor's already done all that. There's another image out here. Set that up and browse. Back to GIF. Okay. And update. Right, so one more thing we need to do is in the PHP design, where we've added our icons and things like that, we need to change that also. So basically we need to change that to site asset images. So I have already done that over here in the CSS, so I can just copy it from here. So basically that's where we are keeping our images rather than in the IMG folder, and it's just basically pretty straightforward. Paste. So I can update that, and when you look here and refresh now, okay, so things are starting to look better. And this is the page that he has made, this is the page that we have made. You can see some slight differences, but when we actually compare the HTML of this pages, we'll be able to make it look exactly like what it is, because his padding I think is missing from here. We can include that padding for him, and we got all his pages. So if we just go back to the home page, we'll see that it is now working in the site builder exactly like how we wanted it to work. All our links are working, everything's working, and that's about it basically. So you can see all the web pages. You can make inside PPC as many levels as you want. So PPC in SEO, you can write something like link building and things like that, and you can keep on kind of nesting into each other, and it'll keep on building the site for you. And later on I'll show you all how to make the menu dynamically. So as you add a page, it'll keep on adding it to the menu. So I've given one thing called display in menu, but right now we're not using it because we've got a very few number of menu items, like 1 2 3 4 5 actually. So we don't want to really take the trouble of doing that. But later on, if we have too many menus and a drop down menu and all, and then that will be useful. So kind of a quick tutorial on this thing. I can make this big if I want, and I can work on this comfortably. I can edit anything out here if I want, like, you know, whatever. I can make things bold, and I got a whole lot of stuff out here. And I want to draw your attention to this thing called show blocks. So you can see this is your paragraph, this is your paragraph, this is a paragraph block, and they are all laid out. So kind of like helps you work. And after you're done, you can set it back to its size. You can even resize it from here on the fly. So if you want to just make it kind of bigger, you can do that. And you got all these buttons, so we can get back. You can insert some flash content by clicking here. You can insert a table, you can insert a rule, smiley, a lot of stuff. So that's about it basically, guys. So I hope you've got a clear understanding of how the site builder works. And basically, for let's say if I go to PPC, I don't want to have the same sidebar. I can say use custom sidebar. I can click here to copy the sidebar, and I will get a copy of the sidebar over here. And you'll see I've got the copy. So if I want to change this to snakes, or I can change this completely. I'm just changing it to snakes to give you an idea. I have to say custom sidebar and update. So now when you go to our site, you'll realize that it says snake over here. Oops, the wrong here. Okay, so we'll refresh this one, and you can see it says snake, but if I go to PPC, it will say snakes because I've edited the sidebar. So the same logic applies to if you want to have a different header, you can do that. If you want to have a different footer, you can do that, and you can click here to copy them. The page title is displayed here. A publish page only shows. The publish page automatically goes in the sitemap.xml. The robots.txt file, the htaccess, everything that we need to do is basically generated automatically. Here we have buttons to delete, copy, preview. You can unpublish pages, and you can do lots more with this. And it's a very simple interface, because I realize that the more I complicate it, the more difficult it becomes for people to use. And if I keep on complicating, it's going to become like a Magento or a Joomla or something like that. So try to keep it simple so you guys can use it comfortably without the knowledge of being an expert computer, scientist or whatever. Alright, so that's about it, guys, and thanks for listening, and hope you guys use my site builder.